It's been 238 days since I was last on the start line. And for a while, it felt like I might not make it back here.
Phily Bowden, an Olympic hopeful for LA 2028. She's raced here several times before, but I didn't think we were going to see her this year.
But that doubt, that mental block, that streak without racing, that ends today. So, I kind of lied to you about what my first race back would be. Sorry?
What shoes do you want?
Ooh, that's a great question. What are the options, sir?
Well, I'll pick the shoe I think you should race.
Okay. This is the sophisticated shoe storage location.
These ones.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. Someone just pooed. Yeah, they have. It's been a hot minute since I've packed my race bag. In fact, it has been 238 days since I raced. Since the Falmouth Road race, when I ran a 7-mile race, basically at marathon pace. So that's fun. Is that clean? I am feeling weird about racing tomorrow. I've got really mixed, conflicted emotions around it because on the one hand, it's really exciting that I am able to race and I am in this position to be doing a race. On the other hand, the last time I was supposed to race was the Chicago Marathon, which we all know didn't happen. If you don't know what happened there, I basically got into the shape of my life for that marathon, and 2.5 weeks out in the taper, when all of the work is done, I picked up a knee injury that put me out of running for 2.5 months. And I have slowly but surely been easing my way back into actual training and juggling this kind of Goldilocks knee that I still have to today. But the doubts, they do be doubting in my head. And you're going to get a real insight into exactly what those are when I have a conversation with my coach in a moment. But first, I need to pack this bag so that I'm ready to leave in the morning. Resistance band, club kit, foam roller, heart rate monitor, timing device, and what are we going to wear? Black ones? I agree. Daniel?
Yeah?
How warm is it going to be tomorrow? Rain? I didn't order that. Choices. Na 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 every day. Alright, let's call the man with the plan.
Alrighty, let's talk about the race.
Yes.
It sure is a race.
It is.
Cool. Alrighty, we're gonna go race it.
Sweet. Sounds good. Talk to you later. I am trying to be honest with myself that I don't want to go into this being yeah, this is just about getting a race done, getting the foot on a start line again, experiencing racing, and everything else doesn't matter, because I feel whilst I can say that, I need to acknowledge the part of me that doesn't exclusively buy into that, and that I know will come back to bite me and be yeah, but where did you stack up on the results, and where did you stack up compared to what you ran there last year, etc., etc.
I see. I understand where you're coming from with that, and I think we can be in both spots with it, right? Both wanting to be as fit as we've ever been, right? With that being the goal, but also realize that we have work to do in that space. And so we will, the goal with this is just to, knock a little rust off and have fun with it, right? And, get back into racing and stuff like that. I think on the back end, sure, we can play the comparison game, right? We know that that's maybe not the best thing to do, right? There's good and bad questions. A good question is, what do we need to work on? A bad question is, how does this compare on my power of 10 or whatever, right? That is not helpful. The goal with this is to be just smart with it, right? Of going out and racing as best we can.
And gathering information kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think there's just a bit of fear that's built up in me. Probably with the last week I've had as well, where it's just felt a little rocky, and I'm just am I ready to do this?
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, you are ready to do this, right? That's not a question at all. We wouldn't be setting you up and putting you on the line if that was the case.
And I also feel I will move forwards faster by doing this now, rather than waiting to feel more ready than I do now to race.
100%. The only thing you need to do for this race is give a good effort.
Yeah.
That's all I'm concerned with, right? A good effort is going to tell us what you need to work on. A good effort is going to allow us to be competitive, realizing that a good effort might be kind of hard. Love the grind, as they say,
Yes.
Exactly. What wise words.
It seems like this is a grind, and I think we should love it.
Should use that as like a motto or something.
Good morning. Guess what day it is?
Race day.
Race day.
It's funny because whilst I was injured and couldn't run, it felt like I had lost a part of myself because I couldn't do the thing that I loved every day, the thing that gave me purpose, the thing that gave me so much. Day to day, it regulated my emotions. It just was my favourite part of the day. And getting that back has been amazing. Being able to train and go for easy runs and do workouts again has been great. But now looking at how long it's been since I've raced, I've kind of realised that there's another part that's been missing because I haven't raced in such a long time. I haven't been recovering from a race or leading into a race, and I honestly don't know when the last time was that I didn't race for this long, which is weird. And I think that length of time makes this feel like more of a big deal than it maybe needs to be, because the longer it goes, the bigger those doubts are that creep in and say, can I actually do this? Do I still know what I'm doing? Am I still capable of racing well and putting myself in that place of pain? And I suppose part of today is about proving that voice wrong, that yes, of course I can still do this. And it doesn't need to look amazing, it just needs to look like something. Like John said, it's just about feeling race effort. At differing levels of fitness, that looks like a different performance. But so long as I give my best, that's all we can ask for. We are in the Midlands.
Oh, hell no!
And it is significantly colder here. We are in Sutton Park in Sutton Coldfield for the one, the only, the National Road Relays. And I'm very excited. I did just go for a pee and was very close to being spotted midstream by some people walking past, but I stealth mode froze whilst I was peeing and we're all good.
Nice.
If they hadn't have updated the Power of 10 to the annoying new version that I Will Die on the Hill is worse than the previous version. Because you can't just go on your profile and scroll down and see all the races you've ever done.
Yeah.
You have to click on different tabs to be like, oh, road, oh, cross country, oh, track. And then you have to click the year as well. It's just annoying. If you hadn't have updated it, I'd been able to really easily see how many times I've come here and raced here, but can't do that, so.
Give us a guesstimate.
A lot. Let me think. I did it at least 3 times with Bracknell, once with Brunel, B team Aldershot, that's 5. I think we've won it 2 or 3 times when I've been on the team.
Yeah.
And then I think did we get a different colour medal?
You've got 1 bronze with me and then 2 golds, I think.
Probably about 7 or 8 times then, I reckon. Grassroots club running, we love it! I have such good memories of doing this race, from being 14 as an under 15, doing it with Bracknell AC, all the way to joining Aldershot for the first time, being in the B team, and then winning this race several times with different teammates. And it just has a buzz about it. It has an atmosphere. You get to run as a team. You are one of 6, or one of 4 for the autumn version, and it's a course that I know and love. I've done it so many times, so it's nostalgic coming back here. And having those positive emotions of what this race has been in the past looped in with today, and today also feeling quite scary, I think is a nice balance to have, because this race means something to me, but it doesn't really mean all that much in the grand scheme of things. And it doesn't matter how today goes. I obviously want to perform for my team and I always want to do my best, but also I know that this race is just really good fun. It's a random distance. I think it's like 5.4 kilometers. It's not flat, it's roughly measured, and it's not all about you, it's about the team. And that's why when I sat down to talk to John about what my first race back would be, this felt like the perfect place. Rather than jumping into the deep end in a track race that probably would be a 3K and feeling like all of the pressure is on me to perform as an individual in that race because I'm the only one putting myself out there, running on the roads for a random distance with my teammates at a race that holds lots of positive memories, feels like a gentler but also more fun introduction back into racing. All of that aside, I am scared today. I'm scared that I will find out exactly what shape I'm in, and I won't be happy about that because it's not where I want to be, and it'll be in black and white right in front of me in the results for me to compare to how fast I was at previous years and how fast I am compared to other people in the race, and that comparison maybe not being super helpful. And I'm scared that if I don't perform well, or what I deem to be well at this race, what if that's just the start of me never performing as well as I ever have before, ever again? That feels irrational, but I also can't just turn that off. What I can do is feel the fear and do it anyway. I know that delaying this just delays me getting to where I want to be. I have to do this race, I have to draw this line in the sand, I have to feel that pain. Because the other thing this race gets me is back to racing. Racing is such a huge part of what I do, and it's the big light bulb moments, it's the big goals that we work towards, and not having that in my life has felt like I've been missing a part of my DNA. Today, I get that DNA back.
Okay, let's go, Phily, come on!
And I think I just need to remember that 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3, 4, 5 months ago, this felt impossibly far away.
Let's go, Phily. Love the guy.
And today I get to celebrate that it's not far away anymore, and I'm doing it. I wouldn't be in this position being able to do it without my team around me. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that's got me back to this point. Thank you, Daniel, for supporting me back to get here. Thank you, Chris, for putting me back together. Thank you, John, for listening to me and putting up with my roller coaster of emotions. And yeah, to all of my friends and family and all of you supporting me as well. Thank you. If this were a marathon video, this is normally the point where I would say the hard work is
Yeah,
done.
love it, come on! You got it! Enjoy
This
it!
is the easy bit. Let's dance. Let's go have some fun out there. And some of the hard work is done, but also the hard work is only just getting started.